the World Heavyweight Champion, the workhorse of WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are here to talk about Seth Rollins and his possible future of what's to come. Seth Rollins had his first World Heavyweight Championship defense against Damian Priest and successfully retained, as they are building up to Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor at Money in the Bank. But before we get to Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins is going to be set to have 2 more championship defenses. His next defense will take place next week on Monday Night Raw, where Seth Rollins will have an open challenge for his World Heavyweight Championship. And then after that, the night after on NXT Gold Rush is going to be Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's 2 defenses before heading into his big championship match with Finn Balor at Money in the Bank. Now, a lot can happen in that time, especially when everything is so close together. Seth Rollins puts it all on the line anytime that bell rings. And a wild prediction, Seth Rollins may lose his World Heavyweight Championship at Money in the Bank. Let's talk about it. First, we're going to talk about next week's Open Challenge on Raw. Anyone could accept an Open Challenge, especially for a World Heavyweight Championship. You got Johnny Gargano that could accept, Bronson Reed, hell, even Omos could accept. Seth Rollins and Omos has had their problems inside the past, so what would stop Omos from wanting to accept a challenge to try to get payback on Seth Rollins defeating him in their last match? And whoever accepts this open challenge, you can have a strong prediction that Seth Rollins is going to retain so that he can face Braun Breaker on NXT the next night. And facing a guy like Braun, for anyone who haven't been watching NXT as of late, Braun Breaker is one of the most toughest guys that NXT has to offer. So imagine having to defend right after against a man like that. Just to know that the next week you have to go into Raw not knowing what might happen next. Hell, Seth Rollins can get a sneak attack by Finn Balor, and that will be the last Raw going into Money in the Bank, where he can possibly not go into the match at 100% because he just had to defend his title twice in 1 week and then got sneak attacked before going into his big championship match. So my prediction is Seth Rollins is going to go into Money in the Bank not being at 100%. He's still going to find a way to successfully retain the World Heavyweight Championship against Finn Balor, but then right after that match, Seth Rollins is going to get cashed in on by whoever is Mr. Money in the Bank, and they is going to beat him 1, 2, 3 for that World Heavyweight Championship. And I know that sounds like a wild prediction, but just think about it. Seth Rollins is going to defend his titles twice in 1 week. The next week, he's going to go into Money in the Bank, possibly not being at 100%. He's going to fight through the injuries and still retain his title. Whoever cashes in on Seth is going to have the perfect opportunity to possibly cash in on a hurt Seth Rollins, making it easier to beat him for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Seth Rollins may get his big championship rematch at SummerSlam. So that's my prediction of how things is going to go for Seth Rollins. Anything could happen at Money in the Bank. Y'all let me know what y'all think is going to happen. And y'all let me know if y'all think Seth Rollins is going to lose his title soon, or is he going to keep it for a while. Make sure y'all leave a like on this video. Thank you y'all for watching, and I will see y'all inside the next one. Peace.